I wanted to stop my work, man, so I could make this video. I attempted to make 2 videos just now, but I really wanted to like get still, and not move around so much and make a video because I make better videos when I'm still, not when I'm driving. I don't think so, anyway. But you know, in society, man, we have let women get too much power. We have let women dictate how society's gonna go or how society's gonna run. Creating these date naps, man, was the icing on the cake, man. Women, they ran with these fucking date naps, and now women have been uh more picky than ever, more picky than ever before, man. And it's a shame, man, that a lot of guys have been locked out of the dating market. It's a shame that a lot of men cannot find sexual access. A lot of men are going 3 or 4 years without sex. It wasn't like this back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Even ugly men back in the 90s and the early 2000s, these men they were able to find sex. Well, it's not like that no more. You see, even normies are having hard time nowadays. Matter of fact, anybody that's under a fucking 8 in looks are having a hard time. And this is because we have let women get too much power in society. We have. We have let women get too much power in society. Just look at look at the fucking day naps. Look at how Tinder is set up. It's pushed into the woman's favor. It's pushed into the woman's favor. So therefore, women start to become more picky about who they deal with. So basically, the guys who are working this average jobs or regular jobs, average looking dudes, they're able to skip over these guys and go for the guys who got 6-figure incomes. So therefore, they're in control of dating. Women nowadays are in control of dating. Women in America, that is. America has given women too much power in society, man. This is the reason why a lot of men are having problems. A lot of guys, they're like, what's going on? I can't get laid. I can't get a woman. It's been years that I haven't got a woman, and they don't know what's really going on, man. I tell you what's going on. These manginas and these sips have gay, given these fucking women too much power in society, man. That's what's really going on. If you want to ask yourself what's happening, how come I'm not fucking getting laid? How come I haven't got a girlfriend in 3 or 4 years or whatever? You see what I'm saying? I'm struggling to get a good sex life. I gotta go hit the gym. I gotta get shredded. I gotta lose weight so I can get some ass. Let me tell you, man. You know what? David, he put on some pounds when after he got married to that one female, okay? A year or two went by, he put on some pounds. But when he was looking for her, he was not even really slim. He was still a bit overweight when he found his wife in Thailand. You see what I'm saying? But even if he was overweight, he still would have been able to pull a female in Thailand. Okay, out here, there's a lot of guys that are overweight and they can't get a woman, man. They gotta fucking go on diets. They gotta fucking lift weights and hit the gym and shit like that, man, so they could get a woman and shit. You know, they gotta go to the fucking extreme just so they could get a woman, bruh. And it's getting to a point where these females in society are out of control. Matter of fact, they are out of control. It's not getting to a point. They're out of control. They're already there. You know, and society is totally overlooking this shit. Why? Because this is a feminist society. This is a Captain Save a Hoe mangina simp society, man. You see what I'm saying? This is a fucking Captain Save a Hoe simp society. And they want everything to go the woman's right way, bruh. Look at the fucking ridiculous standards a lot of these females have today. You got to be driving this. You got to have a six-figure income. You got to be over 6 feet tall. You see, these females have gotten so goddamn picky, bruh. It's a fucking goddamn shame. And look at the fucking birth rate due to the women pickiness, right? The birth rate has dropped dramatically throughout the years. Dramatically, man. And it's all because of these women having too much power in society, man. They're having too much power in society, and nobody's here to stop this shit. And nobody's gonna stop them. You know, a lot of guys they come around with the black pill stuff, they're like, oh, forget women, stop chasing women, and this and this. I'm like, man, if you go overseas, you won't have to chase no women, bruh. If you go overseas, they'll chase you. You the one with the passport. You the one say, hey, you know, you're in charge of saying, hey, come back to America with me if you want to. I mean, I recommend you not bring her back here. But let's say you said, fuck it, I'm going to bring her back to America. Okay? You got that say so, bro. You got the power over them. And, females, if you tell them, hey, I'm not coming back to America, I hate these women out here. I'm staying here in Thailand or Colombia or whatever. And she'll be like, okay. Because eventually you're going to change your mind and want to go back to America. That's what she's betting on. That's what she's betting on, blood. That you're going to take her back to America, and stay there. But she's wrong. Because that's not what you're going to do. I mean, you might go back to America and visit, but you're going to always come back to Colombia or the Philippines or, Thailand, wherever your base is going to be for the rest of your life. You see, women got the upper hand in society when it comes to dating. They got the upper hand. This is the reason why a lot of average and below men are having problems. Anything under a fucking goddamn 8 is having problems nowadays. These women are only dealing with the 20% out here. And this is what happens when you give women too much power, man. This is what happens when you give too much power. They start to become picky and less babies are born, man. Okay? And then, you're giving them high paying jobs. So no man is going to want to procreate with a woman who makes more than him. Okay? So that's bringing down the birth rate right there. Okay? Then you got Tinder and Bumble where like only, you know, 80% of the females are only dealing with 20% of the men with resources, the men with, you know, looks, the 8, 9s, and 10s. Okay. The females, they're only going after the 8, 9s, and 10s. I seen this with my homeboy. Okay. He was going around fucking all the women in the bar, bruh. You know, he was going around fucking all the women in the bar while I was getting barely anything. I was getting only leftovers, scraps, while he was getting attractive females. And he was getting thick, attractive females. I was barely getting nothing, bro. Even when I put on my fucking, my best clothes and stuff like that, man. And, I just was not as good looking as him. He was a Chad. He was a Chad, man. He was an Arabic Chad. And I call him Chad to his face. Every time he called me, I'm like, man, what's up, Chad? Hey, it's Chad, man. What's up, Chad? And he calls me Tyrone. And I'm like, look, dude, I am not a Tyrone. Let me tell you, if I was a Tyrone, I would have been getting a lot more pussy nowadays. I am an average dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm around average. I'm arguably a 5, but I say I'm a 6 because my body's in shape. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, these women, okay, nowadays, they out of control. And they're in control of society, man. So men have to go abroad. That's why I tell men, get your passports and leave this country. Or you will remain black pilled, as you say. Right? A lot of guys are black pilled. They come around with it's over, it's this and that and this and this. Oh man, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, black pill, Mr. Black Pill, man. Look, you are black pill because you are here in America. Because outside of America, let me tell you, I'm far from black pilled, bruh. Outside of America, maybe here in America, I am black pilled, as they say. Or at least in California. I don't know about the other states, but, you know, well, I hear that dudes, in California, if they're around average and even if they swole and cut and stuff, they still black pilled. You know what I'm saying? They Gym Max to the fullest and they still black pilled. Why? Why is that? Because we have allowed women too much power, to have too much power in society, man. Why is that? A lot of guys are Gym Maxing to the fucking fullest and still cannot get a fucking goddamn woman, bruh. It has gotten way too competitive. And it's because of the woman having too much power. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what's going on in society, man. I'm giving you the nitty gritty. You see what I'm saying? Just like that one YouTuber say, the guy, Sunshine Shoulders. Sunshine Shoulders. That's his name. I follow him because he lives over there in the Philippines and he's telling me how it is. And, he uploads videos about him being in the Philippines. He's over there right now. Guy's like 54 years old. He was the one who said, "Yeah, I ain't tripping about losing a girlfriend because if I lose a girlfriend, then I'll have another one before the sun is down." And I was like, what? You see what I'm saying? So that let me know right there, bro, that if you move to a different country, you won't have problems in dating because females in other countries, they don't have that power that they have here in America. You see, the men in different countries and other countries, they only allow females to get so far in society. When you go for Thailand, you see who has the most power out there. It's pretty clear who has the power. It's the men. The men got the power, and they refuse to let females get these high paying jobs so they can fucking push them out of the dating market. Because when you let females get high paying jobs, now females, they become your competitor. Okay, you let females get these $200,000, $300,000 jobs. Okay, now they are your prime competitor. So guess what? A lot of guys don't make that much. A lot of average guys don't make that much. Now she's thinking that she's better than you now. Once a woman get that power, automatically she thinks she's Mr. fucking or Mrs. Queen and shit. You know, she thinks she deserve the top tier dudes that make just as much as she does. You see what I'm saying? So now it's like this, man. in society, women have too much power. We all know that. We all know that females are basically pushing average men out of the fucking dating regime or the dating pool or whatever, or the dating market, whatever you want to call it. You know, and when your fucking society, when you give women too much power in your society will begin to crumble, man. It will. The coronavirus was the icing on the cake. I told you guys this. It was the icing on the cake. I told you that once the corona started to kick in, women started to become even more picky. It has gotten worse. Some people say, well, the corona was going to teach women a lesson. Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. They still out here, being picky and choosy about the men they deal with. Why you think men have left the country already, bro? They see what's happening out here. They see these women, having too much power and shit, man. They see that shit. You know, even Stephen Wonder can see that shit, man. And he over there in Ghana now. The real reason, the reason why he left fucking America, man, is because of the women. He just ain't tell you that. He left because women had too much power. He just didn't, you know, that was his real reason. I bet it was. I bet it was. It was his real reason, man. Dudes are getting tired of this shit, bro. They're getting tired of it. They're getting tired of these women out here. I just got into a little argument with a bitch in Thailand. I told her that she was acting too much like a American woman. You know what I'm saying? She was acting too much like an American woman. I deleted that bitch. I said, fuck you. I fucking deleted that bitch. Bitch, I wouldn't give you a dime. That's what I told her. I wouldn't give you a dime, bitch. Because she was, no, when I was talking to her, right, she started mentioning shopping and shit. And this is like the first time I'm talking to her. I'm like, so you talking about me taking you shopping and I don't even know you yet? This is the first time, this is, I mean, this is our first conversation. And you're already talking about taking you shopping. I said, I wouldn't give you a dime. I don't even know you. I'm trying to get to know you. And now you're talking about shopping in our first conversation? You fucking gold digging bitch. You acting like a gold digger. I deleted that bitch so goddamn quick. We got into a little argument too, after I deleted her, man. After I fucking unfriended her and shit. Fucking dirty ass, gold digging ass bitch. Go sell your body, because that's what she was doing anyway. I know she was selling her body over there in Bangkok. These bitches out in Thailand, they ain't got no power. All they do is sell their fucking body all day long. That's what I run into, man. I run into a lot of females that sell their body because they ain't got no power in Thailand. And the men won't let them get no power. The men won't let them get no power in Thailand. Why you think all these bitches walking around with long hair, feminine? Because they see what happens over here in America when you give the female too much power. Look what's happening to the nation, man. Look at all these simps out here, man. Worshiping these fucking females. Worshiping these fucking females, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You see what's happening to this nation. It is falling. America's getting too goddamn greedy. To the point where they're forgetting about their citizens, man. They're not putting the citizens first anymore. And a lot of motherfuckers have seen that shit and they left, man. They got tired of that shit, man. A lot of motherfuckers gave up their fucking citizenship and not ever coming back to the US. They don't have to. They got other countries to live in, bruh. Cheaper rent, cheaper pussy, cheaper everything. Man, you take a woman shopping in like Brazil or in Thailand, bruh. Dude, under $100, you'll get so much. Your dollar will stretch so goddamn long out there. These females will appreciate it too. A lot of these females live with their family out there, bruh. They ain't got no fucking goddamn power out there, man. And these men won't let them have any power. Because they see what happens over here on the west side, man. With these goddamn females running around acting like they the shit. When they average and they're talking about they want a high value man. They running around talking about they want a high value man and no man is on their goddamn level. You see what I'm talking about? This is what happens when you give them too much power. Now they seeing themselves more superior to you because they make more than you now. They got way more power than you. The further the female go up the food chain, the more masculine she becomes, man. I'm telling you. When I'm looking around Thailand, I'm seeing a lot of femininity, man. Now, there is some women that act like American women. Like I said before tonight, I ran into another female that was acting like a goddamn American woman. I had to tell her that. Every time I run into a female in Thailand that act like an American woman, I tell these bitches that. I said, you're acting like an American woman. Power hungry, masculine, stupid, can't win a fucking intellectual conversation or argument or whatever. These females, when they come to the table, you know, in Kevin Samuel's live stream, right? They coming to the table with weak ass arguments. They baby mamas and shit. They done had 4 or 5 children by the bad boy. They overweight, big old fat, nasty whales talking about, I want high value man. I want high value man. I want high. Like, bitch, get the fucking cupcakes out your goddamn mouth. Talking about you want a high value man. And, you know, I applaud Kevin Samuels for telling these bitches that they overweight. When he plays that trumpet, I fucking laugh so goddamn hard because these bitches acting like they better than you out here. Fuck these American bitches, bruh. Fuck these American bitches. These bitches ain't shit. And that's on my motherfucking mama's grave, man. These bitches ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? These bitches ain't shit. Fuck these American women. They running around here acting like they the shit when they not. You see what I'm saying? They ain't shit, bro. These fucking bitches ain't shit out here. These American women, they thinking they better than you now. Some of these bitches, they got big asses and they all of a sudden they think they're better than you. Bitch, you got a pot belly that come with that big ass. Bitch, you got a pot belly. You need to do some goddamn sit-ups. Stop fucking around. You need to do some goddamn sit-ups. Go hit that fucking gym. You see what I'm saying? You weigh like 300 gazillion pounds. Like you sitting back like, man, these people, these men ain't good enough for me. They're not on my level. We need to level up. We need to level up. Like, get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. You know, you see what's happening. You see what's happening. Like, be honest, man. How long has it been since you had a really good sex life? I mean, for me, bruh, it's been years. Ever since them fucking dating apps hit the fucking scene in America, it's been hell on earth with the dating, bruh. A lot of ghosting. I've been ghosted by ugly women, bruh. Come on, man. Women who were fucking ugly, I mean, come on. I've been ghosted by women that were overweight. Okay? I've been ghosted by females that were below me, man, in looks. You know, when you go overseas, you ain't gonna have that problem. I'm telling you, overseas is where it's at, bro. I'm telling you, it is where it is, bro. I mean, I'm talking to a few women right now, bro. I'm talking to a 22-year-old. I'm talking to a 34-year-old that looks good, by the way, for her age. She looks very good for her age. 34 years old, looks like she's 25, bro. I'm not lying. So I keep her around because I like seeing her face. Every time she calls me on FaceTime, you know, I like seeing her face. But you can tell these females, back to what I was saying about the power, right? In Thailand, you can tell these females, they don't have power out there, bruh. All of them are long haired, selling their bodies. A lot of them sell their bodies out there because that's all they can do. They ain't got them high paying jobs out there, bruh. They doing escort services out there. They slanging pussy at bars and clubs and shit. There's prostitutes all over Thailand, bro, because the men there, they don't allow them to have good jobs, man. When you go over there, you can tell who got the power. Over here, you can't even tell who has the power in America. You can't even tell. You walk around, you seeing women with the fucking pants, and you got men out here with the skirts and shit. You got men out here wearing skirts, these simps and shit, bruh. Wearing skirts all day long, and you got women out here wearing the pants. Who wears the pants in relationships nowadays, man? The women do nowadays, man. And these simps out here, man, they wearing skirts, bruh. They in there cooking meals and shit, bringing it to the female. Getting told what to do by the female. Getting bitch slapped all around the place, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. What's going on in society, man? This society is crumbling, dude. Whether you like it or not, man, it is not going to be a society in the next like 20 years, man. Guarantee it. All the women are going to have the power, and the men are going to be simps, puss beggars, manginas, and Captain Save a hoes. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, get your fucking passport. Get the fuck out of here, man, because this shit is going down. I don't care how long it takes you, man. It could take you 3 or 4 more years, 5 years. It don't matter. I don't care if it takes you 7 years, bro. As long as you get the fuck out. If it takes you 7 years, then it just takes you 7 years. Fuck it. You'll be out in 7 years. If you need to stack bread for 7 years or whatever, save up like $200,000, $300,000, or just save some money, invest it, and get it up to $200,000 or $300,000. You can retire early, man, in another country, man. You don't have to deal with all this feminism shit, bro, bullshit out here, bro. But let me tell you, there is feminism in other countries. There is. But it's not as strong as the West. The West feminism is strong. It's strong to the fullest out here, bro. You see what I'm saying? I see you, Sai, talking to a girl in Peru, huh? I see you. That's what I'm saying, blood. Go explore your fucking options, man. This country is pretty much done. With all this fucking goddamn females having power and shit like that, man, this fucking society is gonna crumble, man. Anyway, you don't want to be here, man, for the Armageddon, man. You just don't want to be here. Cause when the shit hit the fan, the shit is gonna hit the fan. You see what I'm saying? So these females, let me tell you, man, The reason why a lot of you guys are having problems in the dating world, and I said this before, man, is because women have more power nowadays, bruh. This is not the 1990s. I clearly remember that females had way less power back in the 1990s. They were having jobs and stuff, but it ain't like now, bruh. It's not like now where females are having corporate jobs making $250,000, making $300,000 and shit, getting leadership roles in like in the companies and shit, in corporate America, leading the motherfucking cheddar cheese and shit out there. But it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. You know, So I know how these females are, man. I live with a female that made more than me, man. I told you guys this a while back. I live with a female that was Miss Old Navy, okay? She was $150,000 girl, okay? She made $150,000, bruh. And I know how she was, man. And back then I was a simp. I lived with her, man. She led the relationship because she made the most money. Even though I tried to lead the relationship, but every time I tried to lead the relationship, let me tell you, we bumped heads, man. We got into big fights, huge arguments. You see what I'm saying? So I had to fucking abandon that relationship after many years of trying. You see what I'm saying? So women are not meant to put into leadership roles. Women are not meant to lead society. They're not. They're not meant to fucking take charge and wear the pants. They're not meant to do that. That's not their fucking natural role, man, in society at all. So now these females have that fucking power. They got that fucking position. Now look at your society. A lot of men are being pushed out of the dating market. A lot of men, they're having a hard time finding sex. You see what I'm saying? They're having a hard time finding sex out here. I'm seeing dudes that are black pilled all over the place, man. You know, I'm seeing motherfuckers struggling just so they can get a girlfriend. You know, women, women got too much goddamn power, man. They really do. They really do, man. So think about it next time, man, when you looking at these dating apps. When you're in Tinder and Bumble and shit. You see what I'm saying? You know, this female sending me a text right in the middle of my fucking video. Hold on. Okay, so just remember, man, you know, this society is going down and women got way too much power, especially with these fucking dating apps. Like I said before, man, this is the main reason why a lot of men are being ghosted more than before. Because females are allowed to pick their liking, their men to their fucking, you know, only the men to their fucking, of their liking. You know what I'm saying? Like it's allowing females to pick and choose the men, you know, like customizing shit. You know what I mean? Like, you ever play that fucking video game Fallout where you can customize your character and shit like that? You can pick how tall or how fat or how muscular you want your character to be and shit like that. That's how the dating apps are nowadays to a lot of females. So basically, the guys who are under 6 feet tall could get pushed to the side and shit, while all the guys who are 6 feet tall, they pick them, they choose them. So that's basically they basically pushing like a lot of dudes that are under 6 feet tall off the date market. Then they got dudes who are 6 feet tall competing, with the guys who are like 6'4" and 6'5" and shit. And even dudes who are 6'4" and 6'5", they're having problems because they're competing with the guys who got height and face at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So even guys who are 6 feet tall, they're having problems. This is what I hear. This is what I hear. Women got too much power, but it wasn't like this back in the 1990s, man. It wasn't like this in the early 2000s. It's just them dating apps gave them too much power in the dating market, bruh. I can't even get a response on POF nowadays, bro. I used to be able to get a response back in the day, but nowadays, bruh, it has gotten so saturated and females have gotten so much power that I just gave up on these dating apps completely. You know what I'm saying? I totally gave up on the dating apps. I'm working Facebook nowadays. FaceTime. Talking to women overseas. That's it, man. That's all I'm doing nowadays, bro. I gave up on American women. Are, American women are dead to me, man. They're dead to me. And I recognize that fucking American, you know, American snotty nose, you know, brat shit fucking of a female. You know what I'm saying? I recognize that shit when I'm talking to some of these Thai women, okay? They got that snobby American fucking attitude. And I recognize that and I'll stop talking to them, man, just like that. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to end the video. You guys have a good night, man. Subscribe, like, comment, donate if you can. I'm out with that piece. Take care. I'm out.